Today, the Union Wesley African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church observes her 178th Founders Day anniversary. Our theme for this year's anniversary is A Strong Foundation. Union Wesley was, indeed, built on a strong foundation. Union Wesley African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church had its humble beginnings in 1844. Because of the prevailing racial prejudice and in an effort to seek religious freedom, a small but determined group of men and women withdrew from the Mount Zion Methodist Church in the Georgetown area of Washington, D.C., where they had been worshiping under white pastors. This small group of courageous men and women held church services in the home of Brother Gasaway Waters on the corner of 28th and Olive Avenues Northwest. In 1846, the group relocated to 23rd Street Northwest between L&M Streets, on which there were several small frame houses. However, racial prejudice and intimidation was alive and well, resulting in the frame house being destroyed by fire. Although fire destroyed the buildings, it did not destroy the faith of these brave men and women. A young architect who lived in the community, Mr. Calvin Brent, designed and constructed a new church home on the same site of the burned-down frame homes. This red brick two-story church was completed in 1848. A horseshoe was placed over the entrance, branding it as the Horseshoe Church. The church was later dedicated as the Second Colored Wesleyan Church. In 1862, Union Wesley AME Zion Church served as a station for the Underground Railroad for slaves escaping to the north. Faithful members of Union Wesley, including Mr. B.F. Grant, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, and Miss Sojourner Truth, they and others helped to spearhead the Underground Railroad movement in our church. Here, the slaves were taught the skilled trade of carpentry to be utilized in their quest for freedom. Union Wesley African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church has been led by many outstanding pastors in her rich history. Time will not allow me to lift up each former pastor. However, recent pastors who've made significant contributions to Union Wesley are as follows. Reverend Dr. George Lincoln Smith was appointed to the pastorate of Union Wesley in January 1960. Under his leadership, Union Wesley moved from its Georgetown location to its present location here at 1860 Michigan Avenue. On Sunday, October 16, 2016, during the 172nd Founders Day, we named the Fellowship Hall the George Lincoln Smith Fellowship Hall in memory of the tremendous vision and work of the late Reverend George Lincoln Smith, Sr. Upon the death of Dr. Smith in 1981, Reverend Lewis M. Anthony, a son of Union Wesley, was appointed to serve as the interim pastor. He rendered dynamic leadership and forthright ministry to the church until the appointment of the Reverend Dr. Wesley Wade Bowden in 1982. Following Dr. Bowden's retirement in May 2005, Reverend Dr. Alvin T. Durant was appointed as pastor of Union Wesley. Then, at the annual conference in 2019, Reverend Durant was appointed presiding elder of the Washington District. Less than 2 months later, Bishop W. Darren Moore appointed the Reverend Dr. Brian S. Relford Sr. as the pastor of the Union Wesley AME Zion Church. Dr. Relford has a rich history of leadership and ministry and has served Union Wesley as current pastor for more than 3 years now. We know that God will do great things with this pastor and the congregation. We humbly thank God for the visionary leadership and exemplary work of all of the pastors of Union Wesley, as well as the cooperation and faithful commitment of the many members, past and present, who saw the vision, followed the mission, and bequeathed to us this magnificent place of worship and service. Congratulations, Union Wesley AME Zion Church, on your 178th birthday. Eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have it entered into the hearts of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. 1 Corinthians 2nd chapter, 9th verse.